Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how you create corners in Figma. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a frame. You can do this with rectangles as well. I'm going to start off by setting the frame to 150 each, so it's a rectangle. And then we're going to go to under the appearance section here and we'll see the corner radius. I'm going to click the 0 here and I'm going to change it to 10. Then you can see the white frame here change its corner radius to more rounded slope. I'm going to change it to 20 and you can see it changes even more. You can change it, you can just increase it here and you can see, and you can even use the up and down arrow buttons and you can just see that if you increase this, it will actually turn itself into a circle. And you can go back and it's a very, very satisfying feeling. You can also see that little icon here. And you see the cursor changes a little bit to that where there's two arrows. Here there's none, there's just this normal pointer. And here you see the right and left arrows. If I click my button here, it changes to another arrow thing, a little longer one. And I can just drag here all the way. I'm keeping the mouse button, primary button pushed down here. And then I can just move it back and forth. And the reason why they added that is because designers like to get like a feeling of how much border radius should we add to this rectangle. And you can even, like if you like it a lot, you can even push it all the way outside the window. And you can see on the very left side here, you see that the arrow is coming all the way. And you can just keep going like this if you want to. It's a very, very fun and satisfying feeling. So there's just like a simple border radius. How that works. It also works for rectangles, same thing. And there's also a little extra trick I'm going to show you. You see that in the pen corner icon here, if I click that one, you see that you can set individual corner radiuses for each of the corners. And now I'm going to set that to 70, 70, 70. And you see that I get that little chat bubbly shape here, which is quite commonly used for chat applications. And the last little tip I'm going to teach you is how corner smoothing works. What is corner smoothing? I'm going to click the frame here again, and you can see here if I set this to 20. I'm going to change this to a very saturated red color. And I click the independent corners here. And if you just look at this part of the corner, I drag this. Could you see it? Oh, you probably couldn't. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Now you can see that if I zoom in even more, just look at the changes here to the curve. And what is that really? And it's just like a lot of people find it a little bit more satisfying when you have the corner smoothing in the 50, 60, 70s range. And if I move out, I set this to maybe 40. Now you can really see that this gets this little, I find it it looks more like the app buttons on your iPhone, or I'm not sure if Android has it, but it makes the whole a blend between a circle and a square more than just a square with rounded corners, if that makes sense. So it's more like a circle square. Couldn't find a good way of saying that. I could geek more about this later, but if you add these little markers here, you will see that And the markers, you see, I just add them exactly where they, you can see where the shape starts to bend, or the curve starts to bend. When I change this to or that was, yeah, if I drag this more and more, you can see that the curve starts a lot earlier, and it's hard to explain, but try to play around with it. That's really my best suggestion. But if I juggle it quickly back and forth, to see that this is a more circular shape, this is a more square shape, because it got that little very, very hard place where it starts here, and now I'm a square. Oh, I want to be a circle. With the other one, it's more like it starts so much earlier, so it's almost like that part here and that part here is connecting. So it's a much more mix between a circle and a square. A lot of people find it more pleasing to look at when you set the corner smoothing to 50, 60, 70. But there's a big downside, and that's that it only works like when it doesn't really work in CSS. That's the issue. So you can hack it with some SVG clipping or something like that. I've never really tried it, but a lot of people on the web just use the border radius. But if you really want to create an app icon, or if you want to have that extra smooth looking aesthetic, then check out the corner smoothing. That's it for today. Follow me for more tips and tricks how to increase your design skills. Bye bye.